Live, local, late breaking. This is KEZI 9 News Midday.
Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us for KEZI 9 News at Midday. I'm Adam Miranda.
And I'm Storm Tracker 9 meteorologist Cameron Landfield.
You know, Cameron, took a peek outside. Looked like we were going to get a little bit of sunshine, but staying gray.
Yeah, it's out of here. Around 9 o'clock, we got just a little break there, but the next couple hours here, I don't expect any more of that. It's going to clear tonight, though. Not in time for the sun, though. Let's go ahead and check out what that looks like for our current conditions. Out on our 4 cameras right now, just like Adam said, looking out at Eugene at this point, it's back to gray skies. Seeing a little blue there in Corvallis, but it's getting overtaken pretty quickly. Same thing goes for Roseburg as well. You can see that left side of the screen is starting to overtake the right side. Now, we've got a bit of a calm day ahead of us. Look at those temperatures, 49 for Eugene and 48 in Florence. We're not going to see a lot more heat for today, though. We're just seeing those high 40s right now as you're stepping outside, about 50 in Crestwell, and looks like almost 50 on the coast, too. And this is definitely indicative of all of the cloud activity that we're seeing. That's why the temperatures are so similar, no matter where you're at right now. Down to the south, it's the same deal. A couple warmer areas, Glendale in particular there at 52, and North Bend also at 52. And keep those numbers in mind because that's essentially as hot as we're getting for today. 52 to 53 for the most part. Oak Ridge seeing 56, and we're right about on average for that high temperature. Our cold temperatures this morning were actually above average. We could have been close to freezing, but we're making our way slowly towards spring, so those temps are heating up. Now, like I told Adam, there's going to be some clearing for tonight, which means it could get a little interesting. However, that's not going to happen in time for the sunshine, so I'll show you what's going on with that in a couple more minutes.
All right, Cameron, thank you very much. Right now, Lane County Sheriffs are investigating a shooting that happened this weekend in the Glenwood area of Eugene. We reached out and are waiting to hear about an update from the shooting that left one person seriously hurt by a high-powered air rifle. KEZI 9 News reporter Aaron Ariano spoke to residents in the area who are shocked but not surprised.
A spokesperson from Lane County Sheriff's Office says that it happened on this gravel road right here in Glenwood. They say an unidentified victim was shot by a high-powered air rifle, and they suffered life-threatening injuries. Multiple witnesses took that injured person to Riverbend Hospital on Saturday. They were last listed as critical but stable condition. This neighbor was shocked to hear this type of crime happened, but not surprised about where it happened.
I'm shocked by it. This is a pretty quiet neighborhood. We don't have this type of stuff happen. Close by, down off of 24th, is kind of disconnected from the rest of the neighborhood. It's over by just like kind of a couple of hotels and gas stations. And so there are a lot of people that kind of like come and go, and they'll like live in their cars for a while. So I don't know exactly what caused the scene, but it's definitely something that, you know, is a little bit scary to happen so close to home.
Lane County Sheriff's deputies teamed up with other agencies to find and arrest 66-year-old Robert Lyle Piper Saturday afternoon. The sheriff's spokesperson says Piper is facing a first-degree assault charge, but could possibly face more charges as they continue to investigate what exactly happened. Reporting in Glenwood, Aaron Ariano, KEZI 9 News.
In continuing coverage, the family of a missing 50-year-old man in Eugene is offering a $1,500 reward once he's found. Police say David Bjorkman's been missing since January 30th. He was last seen at Fisherman's Market on West 7th Avenue. We did get an update from Eugene Police telling us in the poster it labeled him as 51 years old. He is actually 50 years old. They also gave us the make of his bike, and as you can see right here on the screen, we did get that information a little while ago. Now, Bjorkman's sisters have been here for a week from Wisconsin, just trying to find their brother.
We just want our brother. We want our brother.
We can't just let him be missing.
We cannot just let him be missing. We cannot imagine that he's out there. Even if he is deceased, he does not deserve that. He does not. He's a good man. He does not deserve to just be left. He deserves to be home. And I want him in any way, shape, or form. I want my brother.
His family says he rides a distinctive silver bicycle with stickers. Again, we noted that that bike is a Kona bike. Bjorkman stands at 5'8" with blue eyes and blonde brown shoulder length hair. And on Thursday, they hired a helicopter to fly over areas, thinking that he might be riding his bike to his home in Veneta. They've also used drones, and the sheriff's office had canines looking for him last week. They say they just want to find their brother, and they're suspecting there could be foul play. And a laundromat and neighboring businesses are saved after a dryer fire had broke out over the weekend. Eugene Springfield Fire were called to Sparkle's Laundromat on East 17th near downtown Eugene on Sunday morning to one of the dryers that was on fire. Fire crews were able to put out the fire quickly, but had to get rid of smoke that traveled from the laundromat to some neighboring businesses. The cause of this fire is under investigation. And in Coos County, a Washington man has been arrested for domestic violence during a vacation. On Sunday, Coos County deputies were called out to Myrtle Wood Factory Shores parking lot around 10:30 that morning. Deputies say they arrived and learned pretty quickly that a woman was a victim of domestic violence. One deputy learned that the victim's boyfriend, 69-year-old Doug Bates, allegedly pushed the victim against a wall and put his hands around her neck over a phone call inside of the RV. Deputies say it started because Bates didn't want another girlfriend of his who was calling to find out who he was with. Bates has been arrested and taken to the Coos County Jail facing charges of domestic menacing. Continuing coverage on the deadly shooting inside celebrity pastor Joel Osteen's megachurch in Texas. 2 people were injured and the female shooter shot dead. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest from New York.
Investigators scouring this Texas home looking for potential evidence after police say a woman opened fire inside celebrity pastor Joel Osteen's megachurch on Sunday afternoon.
The shooting at Lake was 2 people down. We need an ambulance.
This live stream capturing the moment the gunshots interrupted Pastor Jorge Basave, several people appearing to descend down an escalator. Levi Andrade also recording.
I was just walking up the stairs, and when I got on the top, like they started shooting. I don't know, like I just heard, but it was like more than 10 shots.
The armed woman in her 30s entering the Houston church just before Spanish service was about to begin with hundreds of parishioners, according to police.
She entered the building. She was armed with a long rifle and a trench coat with a backpack, accompanied by a small child, approximately 4 to 5 years old.
A law enforcement official telling ABC Free Palestine was written on her gun. Investigators now reviewing the suspect's social media and a history of arrests the alleged shooter may have had on her record. The shooter shot and killed by 2 off-duty police officers. During the gunfire, that young child also shot, now in critical condition.
They were repetitive, boom, 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 and I yelled, "Mom!"
A 57-year-old man also injured.
We don't understand why these things happen, but we know God's in control, and we're going to pray for that little 5-year-old boy and pray for the lady that was deceased.
Police say before the shooter died, she claimed to have a bomb, but officers say no explosives were found. So far, no information has been released on the motive. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
In our gas tracker coverage, prices have gone down heading into this week by almost 7 cents. The average gallon cost around $3.30 in Eugene. The national price of diesel has also gone up 7 cents and stands at $3.99 per gallon. The cheapest station in Eugene is showing $3.06 as of Sunday, and the most expensive that was priced at $3.65. Gas Buddy says that with major refinery issues happening in several areas, prices and with the transition back to summer gas soon, they could be trending a little bit higher, with the price hikes happening in maybe March or possibly even April. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at prices around the state. Right now, the price in Medford is $3.44, down over 6 cents last week. Salem saw a 3-cent drop in prices, averaging at $3.34. Then in Portland, it's usually a bit higher than everyone else. The price is $3.75, just a penny drop from last week. But as always, you can go to gasbuddy.com for the latest price in your area. And looking ahead, if you're looking for something fun this weekend, Florence is holding their annual wine chowder and glass float trails. The event is hosted by the Florence Area Chamber of Commerce to provide exquisite tastes, artistic wonders, and hidden treasures from the area, happening February 16th through the 18th. That's this upcoming weekend. Visitors can enjoy exhibits from local vineyards, a variety of chowders, and activities involving art shows, demonstrators, and other various items. There will also be 30 hand-blown glass floats hidden across Florence, and if you have a passport and spot them, you'll have a chance to take one home. If you're looking to see what more there is you can do, you can visit florencechamber.com for more details. You can also watch KEZI 9 News this morning for our Wake Up and Win to win some of those passports. Plus, train enthusiasts can enjoy the 35th annual swap meet and train show by the Willamette Cascade Model Railroad Club happening at the Lane Event Center February 17th and 18th. Train enthusiasts, young and old, will find lots with over 250 tables with vendors from 5 different states. It's going to cost you $6 if you want to get in. That's for adults, and $2 for kids between the ages of 6 and 12. You can always visit WCMRRC.com for additional details. And happening on February 23rd and the 24th, the Holt Center will have Spectrum Dance Theater's Grief. Grief explores a traumatic experience of Barney Till Mobley after the murder of her son Emmett Till in 1955 by white supremacists in Mississippi. Showtimes are scheduled for 8 p.m. both days, and tickets start at $35.50. For more information about the performance or other events at the Holt Center, you can visit holtcenter.org.